I know you've been waiting for this. This is going to be an awesome night. I'm not going to keep you too long today, but I got some good stuff to talk about. Sometimes we have to understand that what we see on TV, reality TV, whether it's a movie, a TV show, everything is not always what it seems. And we have to understand that people are human beings. No one is immune to the trials and tribulations of life. And no matter if the cameras are rolling or not, you are still a human. You still have compassion. You have feelings and different things that you go through in your mind. And sometimes you just have to take a break. Sometimes you lose it. And you have to understand that it's okay. And tonight, my next guest, he's a good friend of mine. He's been working hard, building his way up through the ranks. People love him in all of the states that I know about, and especially right here in Chicago. I'm about to do a one-on-one with my buddy, Mr. Don Bishop Brumfield, and I want you guys to welcome him to the Simeon and Henderson show. What's up, brother? How you feeling, man?
Good.
My man.
How you feeling,
Oh,
man?
Don.
How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. You looking good?
Well, man, I'm trying to be fly like you, man. You know.
And if you see this was not planned.
Well,
Color coordination. Two chocolate brothers always trying to look their best. Sometimes, these are the colors that fit
no,
us.
this is colors that was, I looked in the closet and instantly knew I was wearing this. It was like, yeah, I'm feeling.
I'm digging the beads, man. Where you get the beads from?
man? I have a custom little jewelry artist, man. She's kind of dope. I can give you her info.
You got to do that. You got to do
Look
that.
you up.
You got to do that. So, man, Don, I want to get into it, man. I want to have a candid conversation with you, and I want people to really understand who you are and you as a husband, as a friend, as an entrepreneur, a businessman. You started a non-for-profit, right? Two of them. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you didn't know I knew that, did you? So, but what I want to do. The first thing I want to start out with, man, I want to know, so I'm really interested in talking about the projects that you're working on.
Okay.
But first, I know a lot of people always have questions about you and what's going on with you. And let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. How is Ashley doing?
My wife is doing great, man.
Mm-hmm.
She's since she had my boys, she's like on that that snapback journey that the ladies like to call it, man.
Right.
And she's looking more beautiful than ever. Gorgeous, man, vibrant. I'm proud of her success. She's climbing the ladder in her corporate job.
Yes.
She's doing a thing. I told her I wish I could just sit on the couch and make dollars. Like, she sits on the couch,
right,
gets her tea in the morning, be on her laptop, locking in clients, man. So I'm just so proud of my wife, man. It's unbelievable.
And not only that, hasn't she started her own? Is it a foundation or it's something to do with cancer, right?
Yeah, she's starting her own cancer push and foundation. She's just like she's trying to do whatever she can to give back on her end to the women, because my wife is so into fashion. So she has like a partnership with a wig line that she works with. Yeah. And she works with a lot of the beauticians and makeup artists in the city. So my wife has found a way to use her platform to give back to not necessarily say those in need. I feel like the cancer is for the breast cancer survivors or cancer survivors. It's more so saying, man, we're proud of you. Right. And she wants a way to keep encouraging those women and to find a way to help the women who maybe get ready to touch this journey to let, she's trying to provide that knowledge and let them know, like, you can make it through this. Right. Don't give up. Have your strength. So it's just a way of her just bringing these women together with that strength. And then I'm be honest with you, guys can catch breast cancer. Yeah. So man, my wife is really making spreading the knowledge, man, where she got me in the mirror doing my checks, man. Like, it's that serious.
So are we friends on Facebook?
Yeah, we are.
Go to your Facebook really quick, because I don't want people to miss this. I meant to tell you to do this before we got started. Okay. But I want your people to catch this. So just go in there and let's share the show so the people won't miss any of it. Let's see. Go to Simeon. EON. Okay. Henderson. There he is. It was up there. There it is. It was right there. Right
okay,
there.
There we go.
There we go. Hit that and share that. Share that. Play? Yeah.
Oh.
That's 1,000. So don't worry. So just share it on your thing. So here we go. So we're gonna have to share it. But so everybody, now we sit up here with Don, Ashley. We know Ashley and the kids are doing great, right? Mm-hmm. And but what I want to ask you is this: there was a situation, and people don't understand the things you're going through. Yeah. I went through it. 1,000 guys have gone through it. You're a handsome young man. So
thank you, pause.
I see where I'm from. I don't have to say pause because I know who I am. But my son always looks at me and I was like, "Pause, Daddy." I'm like, "Man, get out of here! If I put my pause on you." But you know what I mean. And your biggest fan base are females.
Yeah.
Right. And there was a situation where there was a young lady who claimed that you was with her and all this stuff, and now you have to deal with all of these different issues, because you're married.
Yeah.
What is that like, man? Having to deal with women lying on you or saying you did this and that, and it's not true.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's everything is learning. I think it's a lesson well learned about how to move, how to understand how people are, how religious they can be. Just learning something about myself, like I'm able to walk in my home at night and see my family sleeping peaceful.
Right.
Food in the refrigerator, heat is on. Wife is comfortably in bed, she's relaxed, and you be like, man, do I want to lose all of this?
Yes.
Is it worth losing all of this? Yes. Are these individuals or these 15-minute moments worth all of this?
Right.
That I cherish and that I'm appreciating. Yes. So I think what I've learned through all of that, man, is just really pay attention to what I want in my life and what's not even worth it. So, I mean, just honestly, man, I'm just being more conscious. I get it now. Like, I'm on a platform where people believe that by the dumbest things, it will allow them to be famous. And I'll be honest with you, we just kind of live in a generation where it's like that. Yeah. It's no shade on any of these women who have become millionaires or, baby daddies where they got 20, 30,000 a month coming in, 40,000 a month. They just got to understand that's not every story. Exactly. That's not going to be the result of every story. That's not going to be the result of everything that comes from that. Some of these women will get their 10 seconds of fame and never be heard of again. And they just got to look at it like everybody's not going to be your Black Chinas or your Alexis Skies or whoever. I'm like, I'm not shading them because they're doing their thing.
No, but I get it.
You can't, just because you mess or your baby daddy or whoever you mess with at that time is popular doesn't mean that every woman is going to get that opportunity to blow up. So, we just live in an era where it's like, let me try. Even if I got to lie or whatever I got to do, I'm going to scratch and claw for the attention. Yeah. And some of them just they crave the attention and crave the followers. And it really, like, at that point, like, man, if you don't even know how to use a platform, it's pointless anyway.
And those are the people I tell, think more of yourself. Think highly of yourself. Know your worth. Know that you can get more and do more without being underhanded, without, doing those things. And I'm telling you, I feel you on this, brother. We have a lot in common. And I'm at the point, everybody, they see you. I had to realize the worth of my wife and kids. And I know that I don't want to lose that. I know I don't want to lose that. And people look at us, Don, on the outside, and they think that everything is peachy cream, everything is together, and it's not. We're still growing as men. We're still learning as husbands. And the fact that we're willing to admit our mistakes and strive to do the right thing is what people have to understand. Because I don't care what nobody say. I'm going home.
No, in there, period.
I'm going home. So we can move past that.
No point.
So we can move past that, everybody. So I had to get that out the way because I know people always want to know that, and they don't always get to see that with you on the show. They don't get to see They don't get to hear his part.
Yeah, they don't get to hear the part. Like nobody's like happy about anything that happened. Nor am I proud or ecstatic or feel like I got a badge on my shoulder. For overcoming it. No, I actually hate that it even had to deal with it.
But the fact that you're talking about it, you're helping other brothers that have gone through it. Yeah. That's the key. A lot of people just lie and say, no, I ain't never do that. It wasn't. But when you can admit it, and then you can grow from it and learn from it and try to educate somebody, that's the key.
The truth of the matter is like, no, it's not. Like I said, never been proud of it. Never been something I wanted to achieve. Like this ain't something I want to do. I just kind of look at it like this. Like once everything hit the fan, I had to go through. I had to allow for my wife to be who she needed to be if there even was a chance for us coming together.
Man.
And what I mean by that is like I had to allow a true healing process. It's no matter how many times I say I'm sorry, no many times I want to buy flowers, no matter how much I want to do this.
You hear this, guy?
I had to understand that she needed to heal to even give me a chance to allow me to input my feelings into the healing process.
I feel
so until my wife had overcome what she needed to overcome, I had to just sit back and watch. I had to just sit back.
And let me say this, man. Wasn't that hard?
Oh, it's the hardest thing ever.
It's like no matter what you say, no matter how sorry you are, no matter what you do, you have to understand that you caused this.
Exactly.
And now you have to suffer through it. And if she's going to be back with you, you have to sit your butt back and you got to take everything that she's going to dish out. And trust me, fellas, it's not easy. No. It's not cool. So I'm telling you, if you haven't messed up, don't mess up.
Don't do it. It ain't worth it.
It's not worth it, man, because you're going to take a beating, the beating of a lifetime. But if you love your family, you're going to endure it and go through it. And that's what I appreciate about you. And that's what, we always say we got to talk. And people being able to hear us talk like this, brother, is what needs. You don't see black men having this conversation.
It's just being vulnerable about it to admit it. Everybody wants to be the tough player or the cool guy. It's okay to admit that, you hurt if your lady not around. I can sit up and be a player and be like, oh, man, whatever, I got this chick, that chick, that. And truth be told, it doesn't matter because you really just want her. So it really doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
And man, let me tell you
something. You
can
play me all day with the games of roles. You can hit me. You can try to finesse me all you want. At the end of the day, you thinking about what the hell she doing. That's all you worry about. Yeah, she ain't around, she ain't the crib. You worry about who she out eating with, who she smoking, what she drinking at. Who done took out? That's all that's running through your mind. You can have any chick laid up on you all you want.
Don't matter.
The whole time you thinking about where she at. And then that's vice versa for the women who have messed up or done this. Like, it's not a purpose. We're an imperfected world, man. We're not perfect. And people have to realize, not saying everybody's meant for relationships.
Yeah.
Everybody's not meant for marriage. Yeah. Everybody's not meant for certain things. It's just, what I had to realize, learn yourself, learn who you really want to become.
Yes,
that's what it was. Like, man, what do I really want?
Yeah.
Do I want to run the streets every night? Do I want to be out spending money, blowing money, having to deal with this chick, that chick? Some of these things are exhausting that people understand. I'm not at that stage of I'm not in that process no more. Yeah. But even in college and my young days, it was like, man, this is exhausting time management. Trying to kick it with her, kick it here, do this, do that, do this. It's like, man, is it really worth it?
Yes,
and when you look back on those days, was it really all worth it? And you gotta ask yourself that, man. So the moments I'm cherishing now is waking up, my kids in the house, my wife cooking breakfast. I'm waking up to get them dressed. We all kind of happy. The kids giving me a hug, to give mom a hug, telling I love you. If they in school, it's like you feel like it's an accomplishment. It's a true accomplishment, man.
I saw you comb your daughter's hair.
Yeah, I shampooed my daughter's hair.
Look, man, I
took her braids down.
I used to do that. Now you better cherish it. Because when she gets a certain age, she's not going to let you do it.
Oh, no, exactly. I know.
My daughter, man, I'm so mad. I was hurt. I used to, my daughter's mixed. She had that long curly hair. Man, I would put it in 2 pigtails. I would comb it, put the little crooked part in the middle. And man, my daughter got to the point, Nene got to the point where she's like, "Oh no, daddy, no." Right. But I saw that, man, and it made it made me feel so good. Yeah. But that's what we're talking about. Everybody, I'm sitting here having a real one-on-one, heart-to-heart conversation with my brother Don Brumfield, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. We just talked about life in relationships, going up the ups and downs, coming through, loving your family, and just knowing who you are and what you want. Yeah. And I hope you got something from that. We'll be right back, and we're going to keep on going because I got a lot of questions for my man Don. Hold on 1 second. So I do that for the cut or whatever, and then we come back.
Okay.
You didn't stop it, did you? Okay. So now we go back. All right, everybody. That was our live cut, but we're back, and I'm talking to Don Brumfield, reality star, Chicago Black Ink Crew, and Don has been doing a number of things. And Don, before I get to some of your accomplishments, I want to get the hard stuff out the way. And this is hard. I know this is hard because this is something I went through, and I know you went through it, and it's not easy to deal with. But we saw, I think it was season 1, you lost your uncle. Yeah,
I lost my Uncle Durrell.
Right.
I lost my Uncle Durrell and my grandmother.
And that's right. It was your grandma too.
My grandmother. So it was my uncle and my grandmother doing season 1. So my uncle had passed first.
Yep.
And then through grieving, and it made her more ill. My grandmother passed away.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a day she didn't cry.
Yeah.
And until she was in the hospital. Where she was on her deathbed. So I guess I can honestly say with 2 of the most influential people of my life, my uncle has always been there. I think if it wasn't my dad playing catch, it was my uncle. He played football all the way to college.
Right.
He probably showed me how to throw my first spiral, dribble the basketball the first time. Wrestled with me the whole night. Anything you could think of, my Uncle Darryl was there for everything, every achievement. And you lose someone like that that's been there since day one. And then your grandmother who played so many positive and influential roles in my life growing up. And I probably could stab you right now on camera, bro. My grandma still be like, it wasn't my baby.
Yeah.
That's how my grandma, I can do it. I can shake you right now.
Look.
And she be like, look, that's not my baby.
He got the mole on his eye. No, that was him.
She be like, nope, my baby, nope, it's on his left ear. He got 2 earrings, that ain't him. She was riding to me, she was riding for me to the end, man. So when you lose that type of just love, it was real, man. So going into season 1 of filming, losing both those people, watching my father grieve, my family grieve, was grieving with me, and he had just lost his dad, and he hadn't seen him in almost 20 plus years,
right,
and it was like, yo, what is going on? And it was so many mixed emotions for the first time ever having to film your life on camera.
Yes.
So you're dealing with relationship, you're dealing with friends, you're dealing with family. I'm dealing with all these emotions, and I'm losing someone that means the world to me. So imagine coming on set and have to go and watch my grandmother tubes and at some point stop being responsive. And now our family's having to make a decision. And I got to come in here and talk about what me and Ashley is on about, and what this girl and that girl. So at this point, it's like
further thing from your mind.
I'm a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
So for season 1, I was a ticking time bomb. Because it was too many emotions and things to handle at once, along with just realizing, hey, dude, you're about to be watched by 3-point-something million viewers, and this has never happened in your life. So,
and let me go right there, Don. I want to stop right there because I don't want people to miss this.
Yeah.
I don't want. This is a teachable moment. Listen to what he's saying, guys. You see Don on pictures, flexing or working out and being happy, making appearances. You're getting to see Don, the man, the husband, the brother, the family man, the dad. You're getting to see him for real. And what I don't want people to miss is the fact that you were on TV entertaining millions of people.
Yep.
And those people don't understand what's really going on behind your ears, between your ears. They don't know that you're going through this emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
And you have to put it together to make you happy, to give you a show. And that's what I think people have to catch, man. Because now we talk about that, and then this. I think this is the last hard thing that I got to get to. It is the fact that. And I know I called you during this time. And I just wanted to reach out. You ended up losing your sister. And here we go. I'm gonna lead right into it, and then you take it. But we're talking about something that black people deal with that we don't deal with. When you talk about mental illness and depression and things like that, you ended up losing your man. And it was right after we were working on the film together.
Yeah, right after, yeah.
And when I saw it, man, and after hanging out with you and kicking with you, I was crushed, brother. And I just want people to really kind of get an understanding of you outside of reality TV and being you right here. What was that like for you, man?
I mean, to be honest, man, it was I think that for me was like that crushing straw. After my uncle, my grandmother, and then my sister, like right behind, it was kind of like, you know, something got to change.
Yeah,
something has to change. What can I do to protect my friends, my family, my loved ones? Like that's what started clicking in my head. I'm losing everybody I love, and even with this platform, I'm doing nothing about it. I got nothing that can save me.
Right.
Like, what am I doing? And I think, like, you know, for my uncle, my grandmother, simply, you know, passed away, you know, due to, it wasn't the exact same cause of my sister committing suicide from her depression and her, you know, schizophrenia. She had so many lists of medications she was taking since we were kids, but you know, my uncle, I felt like, you know, was depressed. And it caused a dramatic, like a chain reaction. And then my grandmother passed away from being depressed over losing her child. Like all these things is what's been leering, kind of like around my family, surrounding my family. And it hurts because like there's no like exact right way to change it or fix it. But you want to research every way to change it, man. And so that's what really, you know, pushed me into that place of wanting to be more aware of mental illnesses, understanding how they affect you. And mental illnesses have a wide range of things from anxiety to depression to schizophrenia to like, you know, just, you know, suicidal thoughts. Like these things, it's like an endless book of things a person can be challenged with. That to the naked eye you wouldn't notice. So people like to sweep things on the rug. You see a kid get angry and he's lashing out, or you see this kid that sits at the lunch table in high school and never speaks to nobody. Or you see that person in the room, y'all done cracked so many jokes he ain't responded, or you know, just a friend you haven't checked on in so long that seems like the strongest guy in the room, the biggest guy in the room. You think like, man, he good, and but you never took the time to text him. He probably checked on you 100,000 times, but you never just said, hey man, I want to tell you, man, I'm proud of you, man. You're having a good day. Keep your head up. You never know. And people we sweep it under the rug, especially in the black community, because people started to look at that thing, these things like a weakness. And that's what I'm scared that I hate to say. Like, if a black man is crying, he wants to admit that he's hurt or he's going through something. Oh, he weak. Nah, man, doesn't make him weak. He just doesn't have the stability that you have to handle this.
And he's
this
human,
pressure.
though.
He's human. You're like, nobody's the same. That's what people forget. Nobody's the same. And, you know, people just get mad at my wife for lashing out. I'd rather her just get it all off her chest than to hold it in. And then I have to come home to my wife and she's gone. Because she held it all in. People are confused on self-expression from anger. People think I had anger issues. I just lost everything. So if I done screamed and I done punched the wall, let me punch a wall. Let me scream to the top of my lungs as long as I'm getting it out. And I tell people all the time, I'll give up all of this just to hear my sister sit on the couch with me and tell me everything. I'll listen all day. If she can tell me everything that was bothering her, I'll sit on the couch all day just to listen to it. If I can hear it again, I would sit. I'll give up all of this to hear my grandmother's voice, my uncle's voice again, whatever, just to sit and talk with them, because if someone had just actually took the time to listen completely, it might have made a difference. Just sit there longer, a few minutes longer to listen, could have made a difference. And I feel like, man, that's what I've been trying to get towards, man. That's why the Never Alone organization has been, you know, an app is coming out.
I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that.
You got it.
If you notice, Don, you notice, man, I'm interviewing you, but you notice that I'm listening to you.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And that's what the thing about the show is, giving a voice to the people. I'm giving you that voice, man, because people need to hear that voice. And man, it's just, I need to know one thing, brother, because I'm looking at it's so. And I'm gonna keep saying this. We're more alike than you know. And how? Just tell people how, Don. How did you, man? Like, what did you do? What did you think about? What was your outlet to just really pour through those tough times? Those were dark times, man. And people don't get that. I'm learning about dark times right now. You know, and I know you saw it with your wife. Like, we really don't understand the effect that we have on the women that love us the most, and that's been there for us, and that do everything for us, that takes care of our kids, that washes our underwear. I want to say drawers, but everybody don't know what drawers are. Our underwear, and really there for us. Man, what is it, man, that helped you get through those dark moments?
Man, to be honest, man, it was the saying that my grandma would always say, man, even before she passed away. And she would say, I don't care if it's a bill collector, care if it's your daddy, I don't care who it is. You know, if you got $5 left in your pocket, take care of you first. Because you ain't going to be able to take care of nobody else if you ain't got it. Yeah. So, with that being said, is like basically, there's so many words. She was basically just saying, like, man, you got to get you right.
Right.
You got to handle you first before you're able to handle anybody else.
Yeah.
Can't give a bill collector what you ain't got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't lend you money I don't have. Yeah, I can't lend you what I don't have.
Right, exactly.
So my grandma said, if you have $25 left, don't give it to the bill collector. He just got to wait until you get it. Go get you something to eat. You know what I'm saying? So when I started going through all these things, I had to feed myself for a moment, man. Yeah. Spiritually, mentally, physically.
Yes.
Get myself right. Right. You know, because the only way to get my family right, my wife still has to see a whole person. Yes. She still has to look at me and say he's a strong man, a provider, someone that's worth being with. Yes. Beyond what we're dealing with, if she had came home to some shrimp whiny and I ain't focused and I'm just letting bills and I'm just letting the house go to hell and I wouldn't take care of business, oh, it makes it way more easier to say peace.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
So in my mind, I had to toughen up. I had to smarten up, get better. Feed yourself all positiveness. Feed yourself so that I can feed her some of this positive energy. If I ain't got nothing to feed her, then it's what is she gonna be here for? So and that's just in that relationship. And I'm talking about that comes with friends, brothers, like whatever environment, business environment. Yes. Like I had to feed myself and strengthen myself so that people can look at me and say, no matter what's going on with him, I'll still fight with him because he got strength to fight. There it is. You know what I mean? So it's just feed yourself. Don't pour too much out of your cup because a person can tell when you deplenish, when you're done. They can look at you and say you're done. There's nothing else I can get from here. There's nothing we can exchange.
And
you know what I mean?
And let me give you this. And you know I'm a motivational speaker, and I listen to Eric Thomas, Les Brown, and people like that. And Eric Thomas says something, man, that resonated with me. And you're an athlete. I'm an athlete. Yeah. We both played in college. And he said, if I score 50 points, I want to play with somebody else who's going to score 50 points. Exactly. Because you're going to take my 50 and you're going to take your 50 and we're going to be dominant. Exactly. And you have to want to be with greatness. They always say if you're the smartest person in the room, get out. And the thing is, you have to be able to admit your flaws in order to be great. You have to be willing to go that extra mile, stay up late, work out hard in the gym and do all these things. And you have to want to be around great people because that's what builds you up. And some people want to be the smartest person in the room. Some people want to be better than, when I say be better than everybody, they don't want to challenge. And when we face these challenges, it helps us grow. It helps us grow as men, as husbands, as fathers, as providers. And that's the thing that I see in you and why I wanted people to see who you really are. And that's what I appreciate. You've taken your success as a reality TV star. You've taken that and not only made thousands of appearances, but you started 2 non-for-profits. Tell people about that.
Well, the non-for-profit, one is a non-profit, the other one is an app.
Okay.
But it's still working in the same, it's still working for the same goal. So
No Ordinary Lifestyle.
Well, NMOL is, that's funny, because NMOL is actually a childhood dream and motivation. Yeah. So that business aspect of NMOL was started, like I said, since my brother's 14 years old.
Right? I want one of those. You gotta be special to get one of those.
No, man. Because
since I've known you, I was like, man, I want one of those.
It's not that you gotta be special. No More Ordinary Lifestyle is not a crew. It's not a squad. It's a way of life. Yes. It's a movement. It's a motivational piece. So No More Ordinary Lifestyle came in. People always hear No More Ordinary Lifestyle on the radio by my brother. NMOL for short. Like, it just speaks on not letting people box you in.
That's it.
And tell you this all you can be.
Yeah.
Growing up, I was told, play ball, go to college. And do what? Just go to college.
Just go to college.
Go to college. Take out all these loans. I don't care what you do when you get there. Just go to college.
Right.
Or, well, you got to be a doctor because your mama a doctor. Or you got to be this because you're this. Like, versus, I told my sister, she asked me the other day, I was asking her about school. I said, so what do you want to do? Well, I think I want to be a psychologist. I think I want to be a social worker. Why do you want to be a social worker?
Right.
I don't know. I want to do it. I said, but I always see you dancing. Do you love dancing?
Right.
So why don't you take dance as a major?
Yeah, there
Follow your dream. Follow your heart.
And people are so scared to do that.
And that's what NMOL is about. That's what No More Ordinary Lifestyle means. Follow your heart. Follow your dreams. Nobody can determine that amount of success.
That's it.
It's all about what you put into it. So if you want to be the greatest actor, the greatest barber, you want to own 30 salons, nobody can tell you
have
you
a
can't
syndicated
do it.
talk show.
A talk show. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody can tell you that can't happen.
Yes.
So live it. And No More Lifestyle just means like, man, follow your dreams. I don't care what that dream is. Please follow it. Don't let anyone or any group of people deter you and tell you can't follow it. Why being? I always look at your great millionaires and billionaires. Somebody definitely was telling them to go to college. And they said, you know what? This ain't for me.
That's it, yep.
Now what? I own Apple. I own Microsoft. I got Facebook. I got Google.
Bill Gates.
I got IG. I got all these things that I'm making billions off of. Right. And I didn't listen to you. I followed my heart. So No More Ordinary Lifestyle is just telling people, follow your heart, man. I'm from a city where it can destroy you or it can make you. I feel like I've been through enough, been bruised up enough that I can go anywhere in this world and survive.
And it's just like I say all the time. You know my saying. My saying is be symbolic. That's simply your best. That means being deeply rooted stimulates growth. I said that I was going to have my own word. It was going to have a definition, and it was going to mean something. You know, and I spelled symbolic S-I, like my name. And the thing is, you have a vision, and in order for you to make, it's like seed time and harvest. Yeah. As long as there's daylight and sun and water, you can always have seed time and harvest. Exactly. So when you plant it, right? You plant it, you water it, you cultivate it, and you walk away. And it grows.
Yeah.
Being deeply rooted stimulates growth. So when you dig down deep and you get it together, it's going to grow. And that's what I really like about what you're doing. And people, I hope you guys are getting this. So that's... That's no ordinary. No more ordinary lifestyle. That's now let's get to the other one. Okay, so, never alone.
Never alone. Like I said, Neek, who's a brilliant young man. That's Charmaine's boyfriend. Yes. Neek, man, he's brilliant, man. Brilliant.
I saw Charmaine at the screening of Mollywood. The movie I was in. She had a role in that.
So he was her guy that was with it. That was Neek, man. Yeah, brilliant dude, man. And I'm so happy that I was able to connect with him. And he saw what I endured when it came to my sister. Yes. And he said, man, I got an idea. Let's reach out to the masses. Let's reach out to the people. This is what he does. He's an app developer. Yeah. He can develop anything in the world, man. Anything you think of. Oh, wow. If you want to talk about socks glowing in the dark, man, he'll figure out a way to, an app to make you press a button to make your socks glow up. Like, this dude's brilliant, man. I'm trying to tell you. So, he says, man, we need to help the people. And
we got to have him on the show.
You need to have him on the show, man. He's brilliant, man. And he speaks about entrepreneurship. He makes people believe in their dreams. And he saw that through my sister, we can connect to so many people who are scared to admit what they're dealing with. Yes. And so we connected with another business partner out of California, man. She's a brilliant social worker, man. And we all came together. And we was like, yo, this is going to change the world. Right. So, I don't want to give away too many details of the app, because people are, real.
Just give us what you
people are real magnetic to ideas. But what the bulk of it is this, man. It's going to be a way for people to know that they are never alone. There it is. That's why it's called Never Alone. That's going to be a way for people to know that they're supported, and we're going to give them so many great outlets and ways that they are connected. With even myself, because I'm gonna be an avid user, because I'm still wanting to be connected with my people and my friends and my family and others who need the support. So that's where that came into play. My nonprofit, which would be named after my sister Dominique Fluellen. Right. This is to help those individuals. I seen who are challenged by the same situations.
Right.
Like I said again, we grew up 5918 South Hermitage, right there in the hood.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We had that house where it was 4 generations under one roof.
Yeah.
You know, and it was real.
Yeah.
And you endure some things in that type of growing up in environment. You endure some things where, as a young woman, you can't get your hair done. You have to share your brother's clothes. You got to do this. You got to go through your teenage. You got to go through your teenage stage. And you know, when you see other girls and their family can afford all the Jordans and ones and all this, and you got to come in with your brother jeans on and a hoodie. You know what I mean?
Clothes,
and all that. You're the most beautiful girl in the room, but nobody can tell because you're not made up and you're not this. And you know, and I want to be able to give back to the community. I want to help those people who are in high school, middle school. Definitely start off with our youth first.
Yes.
That's the biggest part. Some families are not as fortunate.
Yeah.
I've done small things on a smaller scale where whatever girl has got, you know, straight A's this semester, not even straight A's, just most improved, no write-ups, came to school every day, things like that. And I know her family situation, been able to get Ashley and them to do some makeup and wigs for graduation. You know, we're trying to do something with this organization on a bigger scale. Those things my sister didn't have.
Right.
My grandmother couldn't afford to go get her hair done every weekend. Afford to say, let's take 15 or 20 or the 30 kids who've been doing great, who are from poverty neighborhoods, to the movies, or to the mall. Let's
showing them
shopping,
something that they don't see.
Taking them out of the city, man. Let's take them on a camping trip. Let's put together some dope stuff to show them different things. So nonprofit is really just to pull kids out of their normal environments and introduce them to things and give them the help and support, whether it's, you know, on a mental state or providing for them the physical necessities that they need to feel better about themselves. To get through a day, or get through, you know, the school year, which things we just didn't have. Luckily, I found basketball, which kept me focused and locked in on my dreams, but my sister didn't have the exact same shield. Like I say, people find shields, whether it's music, whatever outlet that you need to find, comedy. Some people, I mean, it's like, man, so many forms. But and you look at a person like, man, he a class clown. No, dude, that's his shield.
That's his outlet.
That's his outlet. Let me crack jokes. Let me do it. So everybody doesn't develop their, like you say, their shield, man. And so my goal is really with this nonprofit to help these kids find their shield, man. Find their Iron Man shoot.
There it is.
To battle daily and grow into a new person, grow out of that shell and find themselves, man. So, you know, my partners are both humble individuals. One is, you know what I'm saying, a Haitian individual who did what she had to do to get where he's at. My other partner was once a orphan herself, and she found her way through, you know, she found her way to this from seeing other I want to say her orphan families or siblings commit suicide themselves.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, you're dealing with people who are humbled, who are really passionate about this. So that's why Never Alone is so serious, because we all can relate to the pain of watching others not have the support they need.
And there's more people out there than you guys know of. And you know this about me, and a lot of people know this about me. I work in the school system, CPS, and I coach as well. And people always say, why do you still work in school? Why you I do it because that's my calling. This is my gift and my passion. This is my gift and my passion. But my purpose are people. And I'm working with kids that live in group homes. I'm working with kids that are homeless. I'm working with kids that don't have. I'm always giving away clothes, shoes. And I have a young lady, I can't say her name, but I have a young lady, and this has happened to me several times. She was dealing with mental depression, and do you know, she didn't want to talk to anybody but me. Her mom reached out to me and was like, I need to talk to Mr. Henderson. I need to talk to Mr. Henderson. And they got me on the phone, and when she told me what was going on, man, I was floored. Don, I cried. And the fact that this young lady wanted to hear my voice and thought about me when she was thinking about committing suicide and didn't do it because of things I've said to her and the way I've encouraged her. and that's what people have to get. You know, what we do, the bigger picture has to be about giving. It has to be about family. It has to be about helping.
It's the biggest part, man. That's what I learned. It's the biggest part. And it's crazy because, You know, that's what I did the last 5 years. I worked in alternative school settings as a behavior specialist.
Right.
And people are like, man, you on TV, why do you still go do that? I'm like,
yep, that's it. Yep.
Like, it's not about
yep,
that. It's like, man, it's hard for me to walk away from these kids.
Yes, it is.
It's hard to say, like, man, I can't be around, especially when, like you said, you get those parents, you get those certain students who like, yo, I'm only here because of you.
That's
I come to school because of you. Like,
you can't leave till I graduate.
You can't leave. Exactly. You better not go nowhere until I graduate. Like, when you hear stuff like that, man, it reminds you of your influence.
Yes.
And that's why I say with the platform that I'm given at the moment, man, and I'm blessed to have it, I have to do something with it for the people who need the voice. The people who don't have the voice. The people that need someone to stop the bullying. Someone to speak up for them because they can't be spoken up for.
Right.
And I'm fine if I'm the bad guy, if I look like the villain at the moment. Understand from my heart, everything, every ounce of passion that I release, whether it's on TV, whether it's on a post, or whatever it is, it's coming from a good place in my heart. And I'm protecting some people that you can't see. I'm speaking up for a voice that you don't know is there. And I'm fine with you attacking me, as long as I feel like I've been a shield for them.
There it is.
You know what I mean?
So that brings me to this question. And we're almost done. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I had no idea me and Don was going to go an hour. But we keep doing it, and it don't even feel like it.
Nah, I didn't even realize,
and man, Don, this is cool, man. It's real, and it's what we need. It's what the people need to see and hear. This is a question I have for you. What is life like for you? Is it different for you when you're not filming the Chicago Black Ink Crew? Is it different for you when you're not filming that, or is it the same? Or if it's different,
different. Like it depends on what you mean by different.
Hey, look, you know what I mean.
It's so put it like this, man. When I'm not filming, sometimes it's more peaceful.
Right.
I can say that part. Like that's a little bit more peaceful. It's way different from handling your emotion on camera, a room full of people going, "We listening."
Right.
Versus at home, maybe me and Ashley can find a way smoother, less stretched out way to handle a situation. You know what I mean? But I can say I appreciate both worlds.
Okay.
Reality TV has taught me a lot of things about myself. Showed me who I can be through adversity.
Yes.
And who I need to become through adversity. Yes. And it also showed me who I could be through pain and what I need to do with that pain and how I can help others. So I can say, like, man, reality TV has been bittersweet from any person that's been a part of reality TV. I don't think you can name one reality TV star or one person that's did reality TV and say that it was just the greatest experience of their life. I'm talking about all the way back to Flavor Flav.
Oh,
you feel what I'm saying? The originator of reality TV.
That was the first.
That was like the original.
That was
like one of the originals.
That kicked it all off.
It was like after Flavor Flav,
every time you turned around.
And I'm talking about, you can probably act Delicious to this day.
Remember Rain to Rain?
Rain to Rain.
All them, like, you know her. That's one of my good friends.
Hoops. Ask all of them. Like
Kelly J.
Yep. Ask any of them right now. They'll never tell you it was the most perfect experience.
Man, please.
You know, but it all showed us something about ourselves. It all showed us who we didn't want to be.
Yep.
And who we want to become. And so for me, man, reality TV is like, man, it's some days I come in here smiling, some days I'm ready just to walk out here and kick a window down. Like, you know, like Batman, and just swing out this one. But, you know, I'm learning that I'm a voice for someone who doesn't. That's all I keep reminding myself. Like, when I'm ready to walk away, I'm ready to quit, it's somebody probably challenged with the same things I am. It's probably somebody whose marriage is not going perfectly, and they need to see how Don and Ashley are doing. If Don and Ashley can get through that same stage that they dealing with, or, you know, someone who lost a family member, a sibling, or their sibling is battling something, how do you be there for your family? Like, I just kind of remind myself, like, man, I'm a punching bag for the world.
Yep. That's
so. I'm just going to, you know what I'm saying, take those blows for those men who can't speak up for those women who want to see it. Like, I'm just being, it's like, when I feel like when it's over with, man, I'll be strong enough to take on any level after this, man. So you and
I should co-write a book.
Man,
we should co-write a book. I'm serious.
I'm down.
Let me ask you this question. I gotta ask you this question, man. Ashley, I hope you're watching this. Tammy, I hope you're watching this. My wife Tammy and his wife Ashley. I hope y'all watching this. Question. Has your wife ever told you, You ain't on TV right now. Talk to me like you talk to them.
Yo, she hasn't said it in those exact words, but she definitely be like, "Motherfucker, who you fooling? Who you fooling right now? You better you better slow down. You better humble back down real quick." I definitely been hit with the stop hitting me with the quotes, Like, you better, she definitely grabbed the axe and be like, hold on, let me cut you back down the sides real quick.
Can't nobody
and remind you about something. Can't nobody humble you but your lady.
Man.
Like, certain people, like, at this point, if it ain't mama, that one auntie, you know what I'm saying, or your wife, it's over with. Like, everybody else, you be like, hey, man, you know who I am? I'm a grown man, man. You ain't talking to me like that no more, Uncle Junior.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. But then your mama coming in, your wife coming in, it's like, all right, man, what she said. Yeah, real quick. You know, and I tell people, I forgot what I was talking to one of my boys, like, they look at your wife, like, you know, people be worried about if you're getting checked or not. Like, bro, I said, my wife don't check me, man. What you got to realize is that she's a balance for me.
That's it. She's
a balance. It's
not about
guys, checking me.
Listen.
She's a balance. You know what I mean? And I had to learn that. Like, so ask yourself this. I ask any guy to pay attention. How much money was you blowing through? How much kicking and partying, running the streets? Because your boy's like, man, we out. You out every night. You turn it up, right? You look up Friday. You like, yeah, what? I done been through a bag for nothing.
Right.
Nothing to remember. Halftime, I don't even remember it because we got so drunk.
That's it.
Versus, you get with your lady. It's like, babe, come, you ain't chilling with me tonight? We ain't movie night? Now you probably spent $15, $20 on movies. Right. Probably go buy some wine. Probably had a $40 night with your wife, bam. By Friday, you done sat in the house all week. You done did what you had to do. Now you look at your bank account like, ooh,
I got some money.
Put up. Thanks, babe. All because, and you really won most of the nights by staying in the house.
But
versus the nights you went out with your boy. Because I asked myself, I done blew through all this money, got drunk, hung out with y'all all night. Then I go home, she like, nigga, couch. I done did all this and still took the L that night. And after I done blew through $100 and something hanging with y'all, man. No, I'm cool. She is a balance. Yeah. She keeps me more responsible. So when she says her smart comments, she don't go overboard. Yeah. She don't be disrespectful. She just lets it be known, yeah, you the king, but I'm still the queen of the house.
Here, you ain't.
But yo, behind the doors,
that's it.
Who running?
That's it. It's like, and all our buddies that's always talking crazy are normally the ones who's not married or single. Because they don't have nothing to worry about.
Sit out. They don't care in the world. The dudes who are married, who are in that relationship where they actually love that lady, they are quick to be like, hey y'all, man, yeah, I had to just slide through for a shot or two, man, but I'm gonna catch y'all Saturday. I am to the crib. I catch y'all Saturday afternoon at the football game, all right?
It's like that night I saw you in Hyde Park. Yeah. I got ghosts. Hey, I'll see y'all later. I got to go home.
I said, he said, if I was with my lady, we'd stay. I said, I get it. I get it. Only reason I'm out because I'm with her.
Right.
And I understood it, man. I get it.
So everybody, we're having a real conversation. I'm sitting here live on the Simeon and Henderson show, giving a voice to the people. I'm with my brother, Mr. Bishop Don Brumfield, and we just been having a great time. I hope you guys are getting something from this. And we're laughing, and there's been serious moments. We've been laughing, but the whole point is for you guys to get something from this and learn from it and really get an understanding of who my brother is, who I am, and so we can help each other get to the next level and deal with situations. When we talk about mental illness and different things like that, these are real problems and real situations, and we have to learn how to be there for our people because they need us. And Don, we're going to get out of here, man, but before we do, I have to ask you this.
Okay.
I have to ask you this. What's next for Don Brumfield? I'm going to leave the bishop out for this.
Don.
What's next for Don Brumfield? We know that you're doing the show, but what do you have on the horizon? I had the privilege of being in the movie with you. And and I think that you should get into it more. So we're going to talk about that. But what's next for you? What's coming up?
For me right now, I definitely, I'm always working out. So people have been, I guess my biggest fan base been about, being a nice, handsome young man. You know what I mean? So I stepped into and ventured off into the modeling and being ambassador for different companies, and just kind of taking advantage of that, the free marketing that the internet allows you to have, and to gain some money off of course. But my biggest goal now is to step into the acting world, like you just said. I've been blessed to have like an amazing PR and manager who's been doing her thing. Like she don't play, and she like a mama away from home. She's not playing with me, but she's just working so hard, man. She's landed a lot of great opportunities for me coming up. One of the major ones right now is called Ascender. Okay. This is a Amazon series that's dropping
Ascender
next year. Ascender. So I'm gonna be a part of it, man. Playing Enzo, you know, the new handsome.
That's what's up.
Lawyer, ex-professional, basketball player.
Okay.
Once hoodlum to now, you know, well-known lawyer. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So for me, it's opening up. Man, it's opened up a fantasy world.
That's what's up.
I can say that, like, man, if I wasn't doing this, like, who would I want to be? Probably want to be this guy.
This guy, right?
Playing, you know, ex-pro ball player, you know, and handsome, got business oriented. You know, what I mean, the things that originally when I was a kid, like, this is who I want to be like.
You get to step into that world. You get to show who you are physically, mentally, emotionally. You know, you get to show your character.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool. So we're looking forward to that. Seeing my man on the new Amazon series that's going to be coming out, Ascender. And I'll say this to you, Don, and I'm saying it publicly, and I'm saying it to you. I need your help. I'll help you. I'll coach you.
Oh, definitely.
I got to coach him a little bit on the acting, but that's what I do. But one thing I've been doing, brother, and I have to learn how to reach out and ask for help. This show, everything I've been doing, I've done on my own. I don't have a publicist. I don't have any of that. I had my producer, Simeon and Don, who's out in Miami, who's helping me with this stuff, and then my intern / he's gonna be one of my partners, Jose, who's on the camera, and then my guy Kyle, who helps me write the questions and all that stuff. But I've been doing all this on my own, man. So I need to venture out in that world with you. I stay in shape. I try to look good, stay handsome. So I have to start becoming an ambassador for people because I am a spokesman. And we have to start helping each other to get to the next level because nobody can be the best you. Nobody can be the best me. But when we work together and both of us are strong, we can push each other to new heights.
That's what it's about.
And that's what people don't get.
That's what it's about.
That's what people don't get.
It's really not about saying I did it all on my own. It's really about, for me, I believe someone asked me a question in the interview, and it was like, man, you know, when you're gone, what do you want left behind? What do you want said about you? What is it to Don when people mention you? And I just want to be able to say, like, man, I want people to say, like, man, while I was around, I changed lives. I helped change lives.
That's it.
I don't care if it's one person or the next. Like, somebody's gonna be able to say, I remember he did this for this person. He was there for this person or his people. Period.
Yes.
Because I believe at the end of the day, that what allows me to know I can rest peacefully because I was a good person, and I know these people will have my wife back, my children's back, my family's back, because I didn't leave any torn or broken bridges, man. Yeah. You know, I'm not asking for a burnt down bridge and a yacht.
No, I get you.
I'm trying to have a whole, you know what I'm saying? I want a whole fleet. I want a whole fleet, man, of graces and blessings.
That's it.
Left behind, man. A whole fleet of love, man, for people to be like, we got whatever the Brumfields, whatever that family need, we got, because Don, when he was here, he never turned back on nobody. And that's what it is, man.
A legacy. And that's, hey, everybody, I'm talking to Don Brumfield, and it's been an awesome hour. We've been kicking it. And so, Don, real quick, let everybody know, we got Black Ink Crew. I mean, we got Chicago is coming up. It starts in January. January 2nd. January 2nd. Wednesday night, January 2nd. Can you tell the people, just give them just a quick 20 seconds of what they can expect?
Well, I mean, honestly, it's Black Ink Crew. You never know what to expect. That's the easiest and quickest answer I can give to you, man. It's still always going to be some fights, some yelling, some screaming, and hopefully they put a little bit of advice out there that we was trying to give through the situations.
There it is. You have to get me on there for one of the good days.
For one of the good days.
I want to get on there for one of the good days.
Once you're here when we having a good time. Most times it ain't always a good time.
Yeah. And then the other thing I want everybody to understand and know, January 5th. January 5th, Don will be sitting down with, what's her name, the doctor, you're going to be sitting down having a candid conversation about mental illness.
Yeah, on January 5th, yeah.
He's going to be sitting down January 5th. You can go to Eventbrite to get tickets if you want to be in the audience. I'm going to make sure that I'm there on January 5th. I will be there. and you guys should come out. I know it's going to be a great time. There's going to be a lot of knowledge going out to the people and learning about mental illness, how to deal with it, and just how to move around in certain situations. I'm sitting here with my brother, Mr. Don Brumfield. It was a pleasure, man.
You too, brother.
I've been trying to get you on the show for a few months now. He's so busy. But, hey, man, let's get together. Let's do some work.
Let's do it.
And let's help change lives. Everybody, you've been watching the Simeon and Henderson show. Oh, real quick, tell them how they can reach you.
I mean, of course, you can always reach me on Instagram or Facebook. Instagram is Bishop__Don. Facebook is Don Brumfield Jr. You can't miss me. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely a junior, man. Pop, shout out to you. Don't add my dad. He ain't gonna respond. You know, other than that, man, the emails bishopdonbooking@gmail.com. Any inquiries, any other questions, man, the supportive tips on anything you're dealing with. The Never Alone app is coming soon. Please be on the lookout. The nonprofit, man, we're gonna do a big game. You got to play in it. I'm doing a nonprofit organization dinner and game, man. I'm just trying to, in so many words, I'm just trying to put on for my people and my family, man. So, understand I support y'all. Please support us in this wave and this movement towards, you know what I'm saying, excellence.
We're going to support you, brother. You need an MC? You got me. That's what I do. Master ceremonies all day. Hey, you got everything you need. You ain't got to look for it. So everybody, hey, this is the Simeon and Henderson show where we're giving a voice to the people. Today was an awesome hour. I hope you guys tuned in. And if you didn't tune in, we're going to make it available for you to see it. I want to break this interview up so you can really see who Don is, what he's doing. Remember, guys, no one is immune to the trials and tribulations of life. We all have ups and downs, good times and bad times. But what you do in those times will determine where you end up. And like I always say, be symbolic. Being deeply rooted stimulates growth. Simply be your best. Philippians 4:13. You can do all things. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Whatever you believe in, take it to heart and never forget. Big shout out to Jamani Anamdi, my executive producer out in Miami, Jose, and all my team. I thank you guys. Thank you, Don. We're here live with the Simeon and Henderson show at 9 Mag, where they film VH1's hit reality TV show, Chicago Black Ink Crew, with Don Brumfield. I hope you had a good time. We'll see you later. Peace.
Blessings.
Oh, man. Boy, hey, I'm like, because you know the show